If you're looking for a perfect gift for that upcoming special occasion or person, how about a Road America gift card? Available in any denomination you choose, Road America gift cards can be redeemed for race tickets, driving courses, motorcycle schools, on-track touring, or Road America merchandise. Road America gift cards are always the perfect choice, always a perfect fit, and always in season. Stop by the track office or visit roadamerica.com today. If you're in the need of cash, you can use your ATM card at the mobile ATM located in the paddock area near the bathhouse, the gearbox, or at Road America's paddock shop. Road America encourages all event participants to help keep America's National Park of Speed clean by utilizing Safety Clean recycling stations for your vehicle fluids. Safety Clean recycling stations are conveniently located in the paddock area. If you like things that go fast, you should try the Absorber. No chamois or towel dries your car faster and easier. The Absorber is available wherever better car care products are sold. Don't forget to stop by the paddock shop for official Road America apparel and souvenirs. Located across from Victor Lane, the store features an amazing selection of hats, shirts, toys, gifts, unique artwork, furniture, and more. If you're looking for an affordable place to stay for the races, well, why not stay here at the track? Whether you need lodging for one person or a group, we have the best options for race fans. It'll save you time and money when visiting us here at Road America. Check out roadamerica.com/lodging for availability and pricing. Sargento, the official cheese of Road America, invites you to enjoy a delicious Sargento cheddar cheeseburger today at any nearby concession stand. Race fans know the best cheese is the real cheese any way you slice it. Sargento, we're real cheese people. Race fans know how to get out and do. Ice Cold Mountain Dew available at all trackside concession stands at Road America. Pepsi is the official soft drink of Road America. Keep your hearing safe. Soundhouse safe. Soundhouse, the official hearing safety partner of Road America. Visit Soundhouse next to the paddock shop or one of the vending machines for your hearing safety gear. It's keeping all ears safe for babies, kids, dogs, and adults. Loud noises can permanently damage your hearing, so get your hearing protection from Soundhouse, located next to the paddock shop or in the Soundhouse vending machines. Soundhouse, preserve your hearing. C-Tech Manufacturing is a premium aluminum cart, cabinet, and drawer manufacturer. Competition at the racetrack has pushed C-Tech storage products to outperform the competition in efficiency, appearance, and functionality. Driven by passionate storage expertise, C-Tech's products have expanded outside of racing to serve many other industries. Whether it's at the track, in the garage, or at your place of business, take your storage to the next level with a custom storage cart, cabinet, or drawer from C-Tech Manufacturing.
Good morning as round number 2 for the F4 U.S. Championship just getting underway as we are debuting the brand new Ligier JS F422 as the spec chassis for the F4 United States Championship. My name's John Fippin, so glad to have you with us. Eric Miller sitting alongside as let's introduce the 7 starters for this second race of the weekend. The 54 of Lincoln Day starts alone in row 4 out of Wilson, Wyoming. Lincoln drives for the MLT Motorsports team. He finished 5th in yesterday's race. In row 3 on the outside is car 13, Barrett Wolfe. Barrett from Chicago originally, now living in Las Vegas, Nevada for Crosslink Kiwi Motorsport. Next to him is the number 44 of Pablo Benites Jr. Pablo from Rosario, Argentina, although he lives in the Miami area, for Scuderia Buell. Pablo finished just off the podium yesterday in 4th. Outside of row 2 is car 46, Connor Roberts from LaGrange, Georgia, sponsored by ApexSpeed.com and Entropy Sellers for Team Roberts Racing. And that single car team did a great job yesterday, finishing on the podium in 3rd spot. Next to him is the number 24 of Daniel Quimby out of Sydney, Australia. Daniel sponsored by Cruise America, MAR Raceline, Fiji Airways, and Galvanize Insurance for the Atlantic Racing team. He was on the box yesterday as well, finishing in 2nd spot. Starting outside of row 2 is the number 41 of Alex Crosbie from Invercargill, New Zealand for the Crosslink Kiwi Motorsports team. He had a tough day yesterday, finishing off the podium, but he certainly got the pace to be there, so we'll look for Alex Crosbie to be in the thick of it. And yesterday's winner by a pretty comfortable margin starts on the pole for this one, the number 15 of Nicolas Stati from Dalkeith, Australia. Nicolas also driving for Crosslink Kiwi. He was the pole sitter and set the fastest lap in yesterday's race, and obviously leads the points championship. So the unknown quantity is Alex Crosbie, who had an off early in yesterday's race. So if he stays in the thick of it, I think it'll make the battle at the front a bit more exciting for all of us, we hope. Again, this brand new chassis with the Ligier Storm V4 power plant. The Ligier JS F422, its biggest claim to fame is that it has all of the latest and greatest FIA safety features built in. Front and rear crash structures, Xylon panels for side impact protection. It includes the Halo cockpit protection device. It's a little bigger car than the JSF4 car that it replaces. More accommodating for tall drivers. Connor Roberts is a perfect example, as he's a guy over 6 feet tall and still fits comfortably into this race car where it was a bit of a tight squeeze in the earlier one. And because we're having just a little issue sorting out the clutch bite on these cars, we are going with a rolling start rather than a standing start for this weekend only. As the field nicely packed up 2 by 2 as they climb the hill, the starter looking them over. It's a timed race, 30 minutes long. Nicolas Stati and Alex Crosbie, a pair of Australians, bringing the field to the start line. There's the green. 3 abreast at the front. Stati, Crosbie, and Daniel Quimby all lined up as everybody's in a bunch here coming down into turn 1. Let's hope they can get it sorted out as they bend it through turn number 1. Everybody goes through safely over the Aaron's Tunnel down the hill toward turn number 3. Looks like Daniel Quimby, I think that's Alex Crosbie actually, up into the lead with Nicolas Stati, yesterday's winner, right in his wheel tracks in second spot. Side-by-side racing at the back of the pack between Barrett, Wolfe, and Lincoln Day. Down the hill they come. Alex Crosbie trying to guard that inside line as they come through turn number 5. Nicolas Stati right behind him. Good battle here. 4 cars beginning to stretch away from the 5th place runner. And actually, as I see that, it might be Pablo Benites Jr. at the front. Again, we'll sort it as they come across the line. Benites for Scuderia Buell with the red livery. Exiting the carousel turn and under the Mission Foods Bridge on lap number 1. Actually, I think that's Benites back in 3rd. Again, we'll have to sort it as they come across the line as we're working from our cameras here. Oh, and the 2nd place car goes a little wide, and I think that was Stati as he dropped 4 wheels off at the exit of Canada Corner. That cost him a lot of momentum. As they're still sorting themselves out. Top 3 beginning to stretch it, but a great battle for 3rd. Here they come to the line. It is Daniel Quimby at the front, then Nicolas Stati, Pablo Benites in 3rd, Alex Crosbie in 4th, Connor Roberts, a podium finisher yesterday, Barrett, Wolfe, and Lincoln Day in that order. But Daniel Quimby getting the jump here early on. Nicolas Stati, yesterday's winner, but a great battle for 3rd between Pablo Benites Jr. and Alex Crosbie. Quimby and Stati spot themselves to a pretty comfortable lead as they head down the hill. But a great, really a 4-way battle for 4th place, or 3rd place, should we say, as Benites clinging to that position right now. But he's got plenty of company with Crosbie, Roberts, Barrett, Wolfe, and Lincoln Day right at the back of that clutch of cars. Any one of those 4 can get the job done. Down the hill they come toward turn number 8. Benites still hanging on to that position with the 3 cars just behind him. Crosbie, Roberts, and Wolfe. Pablo Benites dropped a couple wheels off at turn 6, and that's cost him some momentum, so he drops to the back of this 4-car battle. And Nicolas Stati beginning to run down Daniel Quimby, just as it looked like Quimby was going to try to get away. Stati is keeping him honest. There's Quimby. Stati has plenty of company, with Alex Crosbie and Connor Roberts putting the pressure on as they come to the line. Quimby, Stati. Stati sets fast lap of the race. Then the 46 of Connor Roberts. Barrett, Wolfe, and Alex Crosbie drops to the back end of that group. Lincoln Day, Pablo Benites Jr. all the way back to 7th. So Benites' off-course excursion cost him a lot of ground. There he is just now coming through turn number 1. But the battle is on for second. Stati and Connor Roberts. 2 podium finishers yesterday. Stati with the win, Roberts for 3rd. As Daniel Quimby, who finished in the middle step of the podium yesterday, tries to stretch away at the front. But like I say, the car behind him, Nicolas Stati, just set the fastest lap of the race. Connor Roberts alone in that 3rd spot now. And then this scrum of cars just behind. Barrett, Wolfe, Alex Crosbie, and Lincoln Day. The lead battle is a good one. Quimby and Stati. A pair of Australians. Quimby, a 15-year-old from Sydney. Stati from Dalkeith, as they go side by side down into Canada, but it stays with Quimby at the front. And all alone, Connor Roberts in that 3rd spot. And then the battle for 4th continues to rage as they are side by side now. Coming out of Thunder Valley. As we follow that 4th place battle. The leaders across the line. Daniel Quimby guarding the inside down into turn number 1. Nicolas Stati getting a good run on him. Alex Crosbie has gotten around Barrett Wolfe to retake 4th position now. As Wolfe and Crosbie continue to battle, but Crosbie with the advantage at this point. There's your 3rd place runner, Connor Roberts, and then this great battle for 4th and 5th, nose to tail. So a good race at the very front of the field and a good race for 4th position. With Connor Roberts kind of in the rocking chair right now between those 2 battles. Down the hill comes the lead battle with Quimby and Stati. Quimby hanging on to that lead. Alex Crosbie continuing to hold the lead over Barrett Wolfe. There's the leaders heading toward the carousel turn. Looks like Quimby's car handling a little bit better through the carousel. He's able to stretch it just a bit through the carousel, but then Stati can make up the ground on the straightaways. So again, it may be a setup choice where Stati has elected to add a little more downforce. Quimby with the Atlantic Racing Team, Stati with Crosslink Kiwi, so certainly some dueling going on between the teams. As it looks like Alex Crosbie gradually pulling away from Barrett Wolfe in the run down toward Canada Corner. This lead battle is a dandy into turn 14. Lots of racing left to go. Still 21 minutes, to go in this one. Once again, Daniel Quimby having to guard the inside line as Stati gets a great run up the hill. He's alongside as they come into turn number 1. Quimby holds him off. So Stati's car definitely appears to be trimmed out a bit more. He's got a little more speed on this long front straightaway. The roar of these V4 engines, a very different exhaust note to the inline 4s that we're accustomed to in the other two series. The FR cars, of course, being turbocharged, even a little more muted. But this is a very throaty motorcycle-like exhaust note. Mo Murray, the new CEO of Ligier, who has some motorcycle racing experience, mentioned the similarity to the exhaust note of a V4 motorcycle. Yeah, in this part of the race course, Quimby appears to have a bit of an advantage as he's able to eke out a little bit of a lead, maybe 2 or 3 car lengths. And I mentioned especially in the carousel turn, it looks like Quimby's able to get away as that car maybe has a little more downforce dialed in, so he's able to generate some more speed through that part of the racetrack. But then Stati's car trimmed out gets to the straightaways, and he can eat up that lead. So he'll have to play the chess game here to see when he might have the opportunity to get a little bit closer as they get to the bottom of the hill and have the chance to draft alongside. Even that little run through Kettle Bottoms down to Canada Corner, you can see Stati gets a little bit closer. But by the time they get to the bottom of the hill, Stati is right there, and then he's able to take advantage of the draft and pack right up behind him. This time, Quimby, line astern with Stati, but once again, Stati pulls to the inside, or tries to pull to the outside. Quimby guarding the inside line through turn 1, and he's able to maintain the lead. Over the Aaron's Tunnel down to turn 3. Barrett Wolfe, we understand, had a spin at turn 13, which is at Bill Mitchell Bend. But he has been able to continue. No, he's into the pits, is Barrett Wolfe. So a troubled weekend so far. He finished last in yesterday's race as well. Connor Roberts doing a great job. He's about 4 seconds behind this battle at the front, but he's staying in contact with him. His lap time's very similar to the 2 leaders in front of him. Daniel Quimby has, Alex Crosbie has pretty much dispatched the challenge from behind. Pablo Benites Jr. in that 5th spot. As the lead battle continues to rage between the 2 Australians. Down into Canada, Quimby and Stati in that order. We've talked about the difference between this chassis and the older Generation 1 Formula 4 car that it replaces. This car, in addition to the additional safety features, is about 50% more aerodynamically efficient Aerodynamic efficiency is measured by the ratio between downforce and drag. More downforce, less drag. So this car is generating a little more downforce. As once again, the leaders go side by side. Quimby not wanting to relinquish that inside line through turn one, and he can make it work. Stati's car with just a little more pace on the long front straightaway. Alex Crosbie just sets the fast lap of the race from 4th position. He's about 3 seconds behind Connor Roberts, who's kind of in a lonely 3rd right now. And on that last lap, Crosbie was about 0.3 quicker than Connor Roberts, as we're into the second half, or coming into the second half of this 30-minute race. Lots of racing left to go. As we've seen in previous races, as we get in near the end of race number 2, some teams have opted to stay with their first set of tires, and tire wear begins to be a factor here in the second half of this middle session of the weekend. Again, as we've mentioned earlier, each car has 2 full sets of tires that they can allocate however they wish from qualifying through the end of race number 3. So the obvious logical midpoint would be halfway through race number 2. So do you take the new set to start race 2 and have fresher rubber at the end of that race with the possible issue of not having enough for race number 3? Or do you make that first set stretch through race number 1 and then have a fresh set to really go after it in the final race of the weekend? And they don't have to replace them a full set at a time. It can be, 2 left side tires, or whatever. So we'll see how that shakes out, but that makes these races a little more exciting because of the differing tire strategies. We've already talked about the difference in setup as far as sacrificing downforce for a little more drag. Or a little less drag, I should say. Alex Crosbie resets. No, I'm sorry, he just now comes by. Checking his lap time, still quicker than Connor Roberts. It's down to about 3.2 seconds. Roberts is also a little quicker than the cars in front, quicker than the leader for sure on that last lap. So Connor Roberts may be making a bid here, as he's got the interval to Nicolas Stati down to under 4 seconds, about 3.8 at the line. As the chess match continues. Barrett Wolfe has rejoined after a call to the pits, but he is a lap down. Yeah, Connor Roberts is definitely visibly closer here in that single car team. His dad is his crew chief. Mo Murray talked yesterday about the dreams of these young drivers and their families, as this is really the starting position for the ladder for them to work their way up to the Formula One World Championship. This is a 5-step ladder, Formula 4 being the first. Formula Regional, using the F3 base chassis, is the second step. Then the International Formula 3, which races with the Formula One World Championship. Next step is Formula 2, and the top step is where every driver dreams to end up, at the Formula One World Championship. It's the reason we call this the road to Formula One, as these drivers hone their skills, many of them coming right out of go-karts into this form of racing. Daniel Quimby's got a little more cushion than he had a lap ago, as he's beginning to open up a little bit of a gap to Nicolas Stati. And Connor Roberts continues to pound out the quick laps. Let's see how the interval looks as they cross the line. Roberts has it down to 3.5 seconds, as he's a little quicker than Nicolas Stati and Daniel Quimby. Quimby sets his personal best on that last lap. So the car coming to him, perhaps Stati's car going away just a bit. Got plenty of time left, about 11 and a half minutes as the clock continues to run. Alex Crosbie, the fourth place runner, also running a little quicker than all three of the cars in front of him, so he's got his interval down to about 3.2 seconds. Lincoln Day went a little wide. 4 off, had a rough ride, but he has continued. But he's lost a little bit of ground to Pablo Benites Jr. in the battle for 5th and 6th. Alex Crosbie is the X factor here. Again, he's the quickest of the 4 drivers in the top 4 right now in that 4th place, as he was not in a position to challenge for that position yesterday with a 6th place finish after an early problem. But Daniel Quimby looking strong here in that Atlantic Racing team number 24. Barrett Wolfe continues to soldier around in 7th spot. He's about a minute and a half behind 6th. He did not lose a lap in that short pit stop. But it looks like Daniel Quimby, who just sets fast lap of the race, may have broken the will of Nicolas Stati with about 9.5 minutes remaining. Crosbie marginally quicker than Connor Roberts in front of him. As the interval from 1st to 4th is about 8 seconds, with Stati now falling over a second behind Quimby. Stati set his personal best on the last lap, but Quimby was quicker. So just by dead reckoning here, it looks like Quimby maybe has the slightly fresher tires, and that's going to pay him dividends in the second half of this race, just as we suspected. But he'll pay the price for that in race number 3, as he won't have his fresh rubber perhaps. So that's the calculus that each of the teams have to make. Wolfe in kind of a lonely 7th spot after that unscheduled pit stop. As the leaders climb the hill, let's compare lap times here to see if Quimby is continuing to pull away. He is about a half second quicker. It's almost a 2-second gap back to Stati. Roberts sets his personal best, and he's faster than Stati, but not quite as quick as Quimby. So I think that's the story. With about 7.5 minutes to go, Connor Roberts, I think, is within the interval that he needs to run down Stati if Stati's car is beginning to go away from him just a little bit. Stati's last lap was a 14.4. Roberts at a 13.5, quicker than the leader even at a 13.7. So Connor Roberts, the fastest of the 3 right now, and he's got enough time to make up that gap and perhaps have something to say about the middle step on the podium. Getting a report that Nicolas Stati went a little wide at turn 3, indicating that maybe those tires are going away on him. The combination of that and perhaps a little less downforce dialed into that car. So that's going to give some fresh life to Connor Roberts, who's doing a great job. He finished 3rd yesterday behind Quimby and Stati. Stati took the win. Quimby had the lead early, but Stati eventually took it over and ran away to a pretty comfortable lead. Quimby and Roberts had a great battle through much of the race yesterday. This one is shaping up to be a little more of a grandstand finish than we had thought originally. With 5.5 minutes to go, probably 2 more laps. Maybe 3, depending on how they catch it. Connor Roberts definitely gaining. Once again, Roberts a full second faster than Nicolas Stati. He's got it down to 1.5 seconds. So he is absolutely going to catch our second place runner. Alex Crosbie lapping just a little off the pace of the top 4. Pablo Benites Jr., Lincoln Day, and Barrett Wolfe making up the rest of the field. But the drama now is the battle for second as Connor Roberts, quicker than both of the cars in front of him. Stati's car definitely falling off the pace a little bit. May have been hurt by that, dropping a couple wheels off there at turn number 3. But you can see Roberts is definitely reeling him in. There goes Quimby, there's Stati, there's Roberts, just that quickly. He's got him in his sights. Taking nothing away from the big teams here. Crosslink Kiwi, of course, with multiple cars in the field, but we've got a couple single car teams doing battle with Crosslink Kiwi. Stati with that team, Quimby with Atlantic, Connor Roberts with his eponymous Roberts Racing team. But Daniel Quimby looks to be on the way to a win perhaps, but second and third are not settled. There's Quimby, there's Stati, and Roberts is right behind him. So Stati's car definitely going away. Roberts really makes up a big chunk of ground. This may be the lap that he's able to make the pass down into turn 1. Stati's car is great in a straight line, but Roberts might be a little better. Yep, Stati's driving defensively. And white flag next time by, we're being told. And there's the battle. Stati guarding the inside line. Roberts trying to go around the outside. Here they come, still side by side. This is the battle for the final step on the podium. Stati with maybe half a car length, but Roberts is right there. Stati a bit of a sitting duck, I think, as the car going away from him just a bit in the closing stages here, as we're 1.5 laps away from the checkers. Quimby looking in his mirrors and grinning because these guys are battling side by side. That'll take any pressure off of him. Down to the inside goes Nicolas Stati. Here comes Roberts on the over-under. Stati drifts to the left just a little bit to try to guard the run up to turn 6. Great battle for for second and third on the podium. Stati still hanging on to that second spot, but Connor Roberts' car definitely looking strong through the carousel. That has not been Stati's strong point all race long. And Connor's car definitely right there as they come through the kink. We'll see if he can pull the pin here as they head down into Canada corner. They'll see the white flag next time by. Side by side, Stati on the inside, Roberts on the outside. Down into Canada they come. Still side by side at the exit of Canada. Oh, still side by side. It looked like Stati got airborne as he went a little bit wide. Front end of the car coming up off the ground. And I think that's cost him. Yes, it looks like Roberts is through. And don't count out Alex Crosbie being a part of this. He's only, at the line, was only 5 seconds behind as we're coming to the white flag. Should be Connor Roberts next across the line. It is Nicolas Stati. Not going away quietly. He'd like to get that done. Here comes Alex Crosbie, only 2.5 seconds back. Stati trying to go to the inside. Not able to get it done. Roberts clings to the outside and hangs on over the Aaron's tunnel. Crosbie lurking in the background. There he is, making this a three-way battle for the podium. Yeah, Crosby's coming hard. And as these two battle, he's got clear air to run them down. We got a great finish coming up here, folks, as we're on the final lap. Daniel Quimby, barring a mistake, looks to be secure for the win. But second, third, and fourth are within distance of each other. As Connor Roberts up into that second spot. Nicolas Stati, yesterday's winner, hounding him, trying to retake that position. And all the while, here comes, cue the Jaws music, as Alex Crosbie is closing them down. They're just about equally spaced as they come down into turn number 8. Crosbie, the New Zealander, with Stati, the Australian, and Connor Roberts from LaGrange, Georgia. Here they come, as all of a sudden, Nicolas Stati looks in his mirrors and they are full of Alex Crosbie. And he is now concentrating on keeping that car behind him. And that's spotting Connor Roberts with a little bit of an advantage as he's drawn away. The battle is now for the final step on the podium. Can Nicolas Stati, who won yesterday, salvage a podium finish? And here comes Alex Crosbie through turn 14 for the final time. Daniel Quimby coming to the checkers. He'll take the win. Here comes second place, should be Connor Roberts. It is, but the battle for third just comes a little short. Nicolas Stati holds off Alex Crosbie at the line by half a second. Great job, gentlemen. Good race. We'll head to the podium to interview these top three. Next on the agenda here for this final day of the Road America Speed Tour will be Group 9. And that'll lead us into the lunch break. Remember, there is a fan walk during the lunch break. You'll get a chance to meet the drivers of the Formula Regional Americas Championship. The fan walk will start around 11:55, 12 noon, leading right up to the pre-race ceremonies and the final round of racing for Formula Regional Americas.
Well, we know these Ligers are certainly robust, but the first thing I'd be looking at is the under tray after the contact with the curbing on the exterior turn 14 there for Stati in that third podium spot. But certainly a little bit of a concern with that slap down into the asphalt of turn 14. But a great race nonetheless, sending John Fippin down. 2 victory podiums now for the celebration for race number 2 for F4. Of course, we get them to end our day as well. Coming up at about 4:15 this afternoon. is on the docket. Our third race for F4 on the docket, last for the day today. Mission Foods is proud to be the official tortilla, wrap, and tortilla chip company of Road America. Fully loaded tacos, fast wraps, pound high nachos, whatever you crave, Mission has the products you need to fill up and fuel up to take your race day to the finish line. So keep your racing delicious and enjoy all the mouth-watering action. Brought to you by Mission Foods. Too fast, too tasty. Hall Montreux is dedicated to providing innovative hydraulic equipment for rescue, industrial special tactics applications worldwide. Hall Montreux delivers high-quality, innovative tools which consistently performs under the most adverse conditions. Hall Montreux is the official rescue tool of Road America. Contact Jefferson Fire, your local Hall Montreux dealer, to learn more. Race fans, a project done the right way only needs to be done once, so when you're choosing a natural stone for your next building or landscape project, choose Eden Valder Stone, the preferred stone of Road America. Road America welcomes partner Crete Truck Centers, the official vehicle recovery partner of Road America. With locations in Sheboygan and throughout Wisconsin, Crete Truck Centers is your Mack, Volvo, Hino, and Fuso truck dealer. Find out more at CreteGroup.com. Welcome to Road America race fans and drivers. Whether you're on the track or on the road, remember nothing protects your vehicle like WeatherTech's precision-crafted American-made products. Find yours today at WeatherTech.com. Jim's Golf Cars, sales, service, and rentals. Looking for a new or used golf car for the campground? Need a fleet of cars for your golf course? Have an upcoming event with transportation needs? Or just looking for a cool car to get you around town? Call Jim's Golf Cars. They have it all. Check out the inventory available at jimsgolfcars.com or stop in to see the friendly staff at the Reedsville or De Pere location. Daily, weekly, monthly, or seasonal rentals, Jim's Golf Cars is here for you. Golf car is not just for the golf course anymore. Group 9 circulating behind the Corvette safety car.